Okay, testing microphone on stream against audio. It's a little bit quiet. I can make it a little bit louder. You think it's good enough? The bikes will be louder, I'm pretty sure, in the actual game, so I think it's better it's a little quiet at right now. Because the bikes in this game are loud, for the most part. We'll see. Hello, I am Crazy Tone Dog, and today I'll be running Nitro Bike All Expedition races with the settings 111. Just to make sure everything is good. Am I heard on stream? I believe there's music playing over me right now. Hello, hello. Okay, we can be heard on stream. It's just a little bit of delay, so I'm gonna start over. I am Crazy Tone Dog, and today I'll be running Nitro Bike. We'll be doing all exhibition races with the settings 111. And today we're gonna be playing as Jamie, the first character in this. And of course we're gonna be using the best bike in the game that you unlock after beating the game, GT1 Carbon. It's basically maxed out everywhere. I feel a little bit lower. But basically what this category is we'll be going through every single course, doing one lap, only one rider, meaning I'm the only one, and then one difficulty. I don't think the difficulty matters, but the categories are separate to 5, 5, 5, and then 10, 10, 10, and then 1, 1, 1 being the main one. This will probably take about 40 minutes, probably less, but there's 20 courses we have to go through. But as soon as I click start race, the timer will start. So the timer will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to be starting off with a loading screen. I think the more you play, the loading screens get shorter, is what I've noticed. But this is the first course. It's a little bit difficult to see the map at some points in the bottom left, but once again, this game is called Nitro Bike, so I'll be riding on a bike that has a nitro boost. You'll just see a flame coming out the back of the bike, and it makes you go really fast. I am playing on the Wii version of Nitro Bike. Nitro Bike came out on both the Wii and PS2. How I first started running this game is I was just looking at the games I had on Wii, and I just see Nitro Bike. I'm like, huh. So I looked up on speedrun.com if there was a speedrun of it, and there was absolutely no speedruns of it. So I played the game casually for like 4 days or something, completed the game, and then I did a speedrun of the 90% for the career mode. It took me about 5.5 hours. Pretty long game, and it's actually pretty difficult to 100%. In order to 100% the game, you have to reach these unbelievable tasks that are just really difficult to obtain. Most of them you're going to have to go back later with a better bike, but that was the first course. We got 104. This category does use in-game time, but I'm too bothered to add it all up. But like I said, there's 20 courses in this game. Fortunately, we have to select our rider bike every time. So that was V2 Boneyard. Now we're moving on to 747 Borough Grounds. And I didn't show it that race, but once you're in the air, I am playing with the Wiimote sideways using tilt controls. So I would imagine the PS2 version is easier to control because I'm actually steering the bike. Oh yeah, I love this course because you just start off going in a straight line. And I'm in danger, so if you hold the boost for too long and you get way into the red, you will explode. And this game has really funny ragdoll physics. Your body will go launching. Okay, here, I'm going to show the first trick. We just did the Superman, and doing tricks makes you nitro up. If you see the boost at the bottom right, I just ran into the crate. That's our first wipeout. Probably won't be our last too. This game is pretty hard to control with the Wii tilt controls. And if you wipe out, you lose that little boost you get on the nitro meter on the bottom right. So basically, if you do tricks, it gives you more nitro boost, so you're able to boost for a longer time. I don't use it that much in the run. I don't get tricks during this one as it's just a one lap. The category I'm doing is just one lap around it with no other racers. But that was the second course. Another about a minute course. There are some long courses and there are some short courses in this game. Okay, next one we're gonna do is Squirrel Chuck. The first snow map we'll be seeing. In this category, you can do the courses in any order you would like, but I just like doing them in order. It makes sense, and I don't have to lose track of which one I've done, which one I have not. This one's a really cool course because it's really easy to cut corners and just go really fast, because if you see on the screen it says get back on track. It's not very strict on this level, so you can go take quite a detour off a little bit without despawning, like cutting off there, going through the middle a little bit. You can't take like a massive shortcut, it'll respawn you back on the road. But this one's pretty easy just to completely cut through the corners. As you can see there, that was a big corner cut. You can get a really fast time on this. My best is a 31.96, but I think your best times are on file. So it's only on this file. I have another file I have. Okay, that was the third course, a very short course. Those are one of the shorter courses in the game. It averages out about like a minute and a half per course. Some are like really long for no reason. They have so many turns, it's annoying. But now we're going on over to Blizzard Valley. Another snow map. This one being more difficult. Of course, the other one being extremely easy. If you look at the main map, this one's pretty complicated. I guess I can get more into the detail of what category I'm playing, the all exhibition races, and I just ran into a sign. So of course the main story is the career mode, where there's set challenges like beat other racers, complete this course in a certain amount of time. But outside career mode, there's time trials and then the all exhibition races, which is basically, it's just like time trial, but you can put other racers, like I said. Also, if you notice that my bike is drifting around corners, I'm pressing the 1 button. It gives you a sharper turn compared to just holding right. And I just drove through some wood. This game is not very polished. This game came out in 2008, actually. For the Wii and PS2, as I said before. I have so much airtime, might as well do a trick. We're doing a Superman again. The ways how you do the tricks in this game is, I think, you hold down 2 or 1. As you can see, I tried taking a corner there, but it respawned me instantly. A lot more strict on this course. But you press combinations on the D-pad, or accidentally restarted, that's fine. Just quit the race. There's different combinations, like if you do like left, right, up, down. but Superman's pretty safe. You just press left. It gets you down a lot. I can try showing off some of the more different tricks. This course has a few more jumps. I can show off the different tricks. I guess more about the boards on this game. This game only has 2 runners, and most recent runner only playing it less than a month ago. So I added this game to speedrun.com almost a year ago, maybe a year ago. It was 11 months last time I checked. And we just got our second runner. So there's another trick. Knack knack. That's just holding right while pressing 1. Oh, there's a really cool shortcut right here. Compared to driving up that hill, I went 2 to the right there, but you can actually drive just straight down the middle. Like, if you go 2 to the right, it'll respot you. This game is very tricky, and whoa, that was quite the collision bump. What was that? Like I said, this game is glitchy. It came out in 2008. Not the greatest game. It's not the greatest game in terms of, like, the physics. Like, there are some crazy moments where, like, if you bump into a wall or something, like, you'll just get flinged and, like, the bike will go absolutely launch. And, of course, the really good thing about having bad physics is the ragdoll physics. Like, your body can get launched so far away, even if you just run into something very short. I just did a full 180 there. This is one of the longer courses, too. A few more corners here, very tricky. Also, since I'm playing on the Wii, the tilt controls, like, I'm tilting the Wiimote down if I want to go to the ground more quicker. Well, that was that course. I will try showing off the other 2 basic tricks. That's fine. Just quit the menu. Okay, moving on to the next course. It is going to be Milswood. Like I said, 20 courses. Actually, it's quite a lot of courses for a game like this. A game that's very under the radar. I don't even know how I have this game. I guess I just got it somehow. I don't remember playing it too much growing up. It was just one of the games that were just there, you know. Another pretty decently long course. Okay, I'll show another trick. Lazy boy. As you can tell, I'm really off to the right here. You actually can make it there without respawning. Going off track is very confusing because some spots it will instantly just respawn you, but on some courses, like that first one I showed, the winter course, like, it's very not strict at all. For the most part, though, it is very strict. It's all about finding the spots that you can take a shortcut on. Oh my goodness. What, are we playing a skateboard game? Okay, just 2 more corners here. This is pretty hard to see on my end. My TV is pretty dark compared to what's showing on screen. I definitely want to play this game on the PS2, just so I have a feeling of the controls and that I'm not tilting my controller to turn and stuff. I feel like it would be a lot easier. I'm not sure if there's many differences other than controls, obviously, on the PS2. I do think they were made around during different times. Maybe the same year, but there might be some slight differences. I guess more about the game I can explain is that there's 8 characters you can play from. You start off with 4, and you unlock another 4. I believe there's 10 bikes in the game. I'm using the one you unlock right after beating the game. It is a really broken bike. We'll do another lazy boy. I believe this is actually the first course you play in career mode if you play the first mission. And it's a time trial. of 3 laps. And you have to beat certain times to get a gold, silver, or bronze. I guess I can explain a little bit more about the main career mode. For any percent, you start off with the Daisy Run Cup, I believe. I think it's 2 different missions, and you need at least 2 out of 6 to move on to the final race of the cup. And each mission, you have the possibility of getting 3 points. 3 points being gold, 2 points being silver, 1 point being bronze. And then you move on to the second one where there's 3 missions and you need like 4 out of 9 to do the final race. And what the final race is just back-to-back-to-back races against, I forget what that is actually called, but you do back-to-back races and you have to win the whole thing overall. It's not you have to win every single individual one in first, you have to average out to finish in top 3, I believe, actually. But I believe there's 9 different like cups, like divisions, and the further you go on, it's the more races you have to do back to back, and of course the more challenges to unlock the race at the end. This is a really cool course. I like this one a lot because it's just so many turns, and then very high ramp. See if I can do another trick. Done the knack before. I think I know how to do another one if I have the opportunity at another ramp. This course is very cool though. It's very simple, but it does the job. There's definitely courses I do not like in this game. Oh. Apparently there's a car there that blew up. Well, that's another fail. Added to how many times I fell off already. I don't think I fell off that many times. Maybe that was the third time I fell off, but reaching the end. Boom! Look at that ragdoll physics. Absolutely wonderful in this game. 56 seconds. You can see the best times that I've gotten, for the most part, at the bottom of the screen compared to what I'm doing right now. I definitely played this game a lot and got like pretty good like individual race times for like the time trial. So I'm not gonna be matching those. Maybe I will one of the times. Okay, we're moving on to the next course. This course has very long straight lines if you look at the mini-map. There you go, there's another trick. Fuel clicker. And of course doing the tricks gives me more nitro boost meter, which is actually going to really help on this course because how many straight lines there are to boost. So I could just hold the boost for a longer amount of time if you look on the right. I would normally blow up right now, but since I did the trick I have a little bit more time to do it. Blowing up is really slow. It takes like 4 seconds to respawn for the most of the times after you blow up. And of course it's slow to accelerate back up. Another cool thing about this game is that for some reason there's a bowling mode. And it's really funny how you unlock the bowling mode in the game. You unlock the bowling mode by, I believe, blowing up yourself 30 times or 20 times, something like that. There actually is a category where you unlock bowling and you complete a bowling match as fast as possible. And that category just assists of you constantly blowing up yourself. Pretty funny. Obviously it's a missed category, it's the only one, but really funny category. Categories in this game is the career any percent, career 100%, career NG+, and then all exhibition races, and then the bowling thing, bowling percent. And I just started the same race. That's completely fine. The loading screens are a lot shorter after you play it. Okay, let me switch courses. This is a pretty cool course. This one's actually pretty difficult. I remember this one having a really difficult challenge in the any percent run. I think a certain time you have to get, but once again, another course with really long, just straight lines of doing absolutely nothing. Another course with a bunch of grass. There isn't too many different themes to the courses. Like there's the snow maps with the grass. There's a desert courses, and then there's like, I don't know what to say, like construction site maps, and those are about it. Oh yeah, and there's like 2 or 3 beach courses. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is you do really want to be on the ground as much as possible, so tilting the Wiimote down to get onto the ground is a lot faster. I'll show you right here compared to just floating into the sky. That was really good. Look at that, new best, 58.79. Very nice. I did drive that really well. Those turns are normally a lot more difficult. Okay, moving on to the next course. It is annoying that brings you back to the start option. Ocean Park. Here we go. If I remember, Ocean Park has like 20 different turns, and like you just keep turning corners. Let's see. Yep, look at this course. And I went too fast when I hit into the sign. Actually, I can show right after this. It's possible to like drive into that right away, reverse, and then your bike will just slowly go back, and you can get a technically faster startup if you accelerate from further back, and then the gate goes down. Really hard to time though. Okay, don't mind me as I focus really hard on doing these silly turns. Oh my goodness, that rock almost completely underneath. Somewhat hard to see, but this course has so many turns. Okay, go down to the ground. And of course, once you want to land on the ground, you want to land after a ramp so you don't go back into the air again. So sometimes you're going to want to stay in the air until after you reach the ramp. But controlling this bike with the Wii Remote can be very difficult. Tilt controls is not the easiest thing. That was pretty good. Those turns were really well. Only lost 2 seconds to my best. Okay. Okay, I think this might be my favorite course in the game. Emerald Beach. I'm gonna show something really cool with it. Well, I'm gonna show off that you can like drive right away, and then you start driving back, going backwards, and then you can technically get a slightly starter boost there. It'd be really hard to get like a good timing of that. But this is, look at the course of this race. This is why it's my favorite course in the game. It is super easy. And it's the fastest course in the game if I remember. That or the second fastest. But I'm going to show something really cool that I do in the any percent run. You don't actually have to go to the path. You can just take an early turn and it'll cross the finish line. That's something really cool about this course. Oh, and enjoy this. Obviously, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, we just saw under the map for a second. Just the biker just absolutely driving into the wall. Physics just out of play. Just tilting out of nowhere. That was a really fun course. This is also a course that is fun to play. There's a lot of fun trying to get to the ground as fast as you can to go fast. I really like this course a lot. I remember playing this one a lot just for fun. is just getting good at where to land. As you can see, there's like so many different ramp spots there. And there's gonna be some more coming up too. Creative turns. Oh, as you can tell, this game is really funny with the physics. The back end of the bike just really wanted to go up there. Thought that was pretty bad. That's pretty good. But those two like ramp things, you can really go fast if you land on the certain part before it goes up. It's all about where you land. Yeah, the physics of this game is absolutely unbelievable. It's so funny. Good old 2008 physics. Actually, I believe this game was published by Ubisoft. Or it was made by Left Field Productions. I don't know much about them. Left Field Productions. I believe this is the map. Obviously, play it a lot without the course, but this is the final race in the final category, Road Rage. This is the course that you finish the game off with, and then you get the credits. Obviously, you play it beforehand and do challenges on it beforehand, but this is the final race of the career mode. Like I said, my career mode, any percent PB, I only did one run. It was a 5:31. I said in the notes that I can get a 5:20 probably next time. I can probably get like a 5-hour time, maybe sub 5 is possible if I just absolutely have the route. Yeah. What is this video game? Just started climbing the sign and got stuck. This is so good. This game is so good. Just the way everything just is. It's unbelievable. Just the way the game is. Beautiful. Okay, moving on to the next course. I'm sure you're not sick and tired of this blue loading screen. Luckily it's not too long, like they're out already. Well, this is a very cool course. A lot of these courses I'm like, yeah, this is a really cool course. It is a really cool course because stuff like that. There's just to be stuff in your way. Nice little ramps. The more I play this game, the more I realize how cool it is. And how funny the physics are. Okay, corner. Corner. This has been clean so far. I almost hit this fence. Up. I'm on the other side of the fence. And now I fell. Oh my goodness, that was the end. 44.56. So that was kind of like a farm level. I forgot that these exist, to be honest. I think there's like another one coming up too. Another shorter course. And I accidentally started the race again. The menuing is not great. Loading screens are shorter though. Or getting into the race at least. Okay, I may or may not have done the same. Okay, I need to slow down here. Luckily, this is in-game time. But obviously, real time is recorded too. Okay. Moving on to the next course. I guess I can explain the bikes more. You start off with like a really bad bike. Do you start off with one or two bikes? I think you start off with like 2 bikes. And they're nothing as close as powerful as this bike. The differences in between the starting bikes and the ones you get at the end are unbelievable. If you look at the stats. Like, they are, like, over doubled better in, like, multiple things. Like, really broken. Like I said, this bike is practically stacked out in every single category. Except for, like, one, where it's a little weak. And, like, a few that it's barely not maxed out. Oh my goodness, that was sick. Okay. Boom, 46.66. 46 is my favorite number. Very glad I got 46 second time this run. Okay. Another farm course. Honestly, they're pretty forgettable. Course. Moving on to the next course. Here's a more desert course. This one's pretty difficult, and I can try showing off something where you go to the left of the course and it doesn't count you out of bounds. It's really hard to pull off, but without falling or something, hitting like a random bush. But it's right at the start here. You go around this corner. Oh wow, I did it. Look at that. You don't have to go into that tunnel. You can go around it and it doesn't count you. And if you do that really fast, obviously it's going to save a lot of time. I took it a little slow so I wouldn't fail it. Pretty difficult to do fast. I've definitely gone for it in time trials, trying to go fast, but if you do it slow, it's going to be nice and easy. We hit barrels, but it did not matter. That was really fast. Oh my goodness, we were 0.2 off of our best. And I took that shortcut really slow at the start. Okay, so we're over halfway done. Well over halfway done. We're probably nearing the end. Okay, onto Burner Desert. The locations are kind of like matched together in location, if you've noticed, like, except for some of the grass ones are like slightly different, so they're slightly differently categorized. Like the two snow ones are right next to each other. The two farm ones are right next to each other. So expect to see this theme for at least one more course, I think. Oh my goodness. I forget how long this course is if you look at the mini map. This one's also really fun to figure out how far in the air you can go. You actually can hit that thing right that I passed right there on the ceiling, and that's annoying. We cut through a little bit, and I turned too much. That is another bail. What am I up to 4? And I just blew up. That's the first time that's happened. I don't know if you... Well, okay, so that's an example of when you take a shortcut and it puts you way back. Because if you look at the mini-map, there's like, yeah, I had to go to the left there and take a little U-turn. I just went straight through it. I had like a little progress going through up a little bit more. But then it respawns you back all the way into the beginning. Sometimes it can be ruthless like that. It's all about knowing how far you can go and to cut off how much space. There is no consistency in this game of how far you can go off in what places. It's all just different. That was not great. Okay, moving on to the next course. Playing against Jamie again, of course. So I think we're actually 2 courses away from finishing. So we're actually nearing the end really fast. Oh, this is a really cool stage with the blue screen background. Pretty hard to see, for the most part. Really hard to notice what is what, but I really like this course. There's like something hanging from the sky right there. It's like a scrapyard. But the blue background is really cool. It's like a studio, of course. Go in the straight line. Turn. I did not turn hard enough, so it looked like I was driving to nothing. I really was with how dark it is. The blue walls really stand out in this case. It just looks nice. This is a really cool section. Or right after the... I have never done that before. Wait! It spawned me at the end? Wait. What did I just do? I know, right? So you're supposed to go underneath. And go to the... underneath the tunnel. But... I went over it and then it spawned me on the other side of the tunnel right next to the end. That was really interesting. I've never seen that before. That has never happened to me. Okay. So I believe this is the final stage. Sound stage 138. And then the timer ends once I reach the goal. The final lap. Which we only have one lap, so... Once we reach where I start, the timer will end. This one's a really cool course to end it off with. Of course, you can do the courses in any order, but doing it in the way that it's organized is really cool. So now we're on a studio for like a dinosaur movie, and there's gonna be dinosaurs everywhere. And I just fell off the edge. As you can see, the dinosaurs are in the way of the course. Really cool course concept. Okay, a lot of straight lines in this course too, and a lot of just 90-degree turns. One like U-turn at the bottom leftish of the map. But at the very end, you're just driving the outer ring for half of it, and we're about to come up to time. Take a left and to the finish line. Boom. 34:37. GG. 106 in-game time for that. And this game has a replay for right after the course every time. So if you don't continue, you can just watch what you did again. You can see at the start I fell over at the edge. But once again, that was Nitro Bike All Expedition Races 111 settings. And up next is going to be some Clay Game, which is a completely opposite color scheme to this game. Completely opposite. With the terms of the colors of the map, especially this one. It's like the opposite of this. A very colorful game. Of course, it's going to be from me. And then right after that's going to be Eternal Cave Escape. But yeah, GG. Mhm. Hello, I am Crazy Tone Dog, and today I will be running Clay Game Any Percent. Unfortunately, this game does not have any music in the introduction, so I'm gonna have to adjust the volume once I start the cutscene. But where's my live split? I don't know where my live split is. Okay, I believe I am ready to start. Make sure my audio is going through. Okay, so as soon as I click new game, the timer will start. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, time to adjust the volume. Okay, sounds pretty good. I am Crazy Tone Dog, and I will be running any percent of Clay Game. So this game starts off with a minute and a half cutscene about. So this is Zell. Zell notices something in the castle, and there's gonna be some funny dialogue here.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
All right, I forgot you thrilling sleep standing up.
Yeah, and I forgot you like to creep into my open window while I'm sleeping. Pervert.
Maybe you should close your windows, you exhibitionist.
Well, what are you doing here anyway?
I saw a guy and a bunch of shit was changing color.
How high are you right now?
Only a little bit.
Sure. So, where was this guy, and why should I care?
He's at your sister tower, and he was being spooky.
Wow, that's a serious allegation. Sounds like you should go check on her then.
She's your sister.
She's a super smart scientist. She doesn't need my help. Let's just have a drink instead.
You have such a weak constitution. Just follow me.
Ugh, fine. Maybe she can brew up a potion that makes you less of a buzzkill.
Okay, so now we are
Whoa.
playing the game. We notice the wand is on our table, and if you look at the top right, we can shrink and grow with it. It's a magical wand. So now we're going over to check out the castle. We're gonna jump right here so we can skip the dialogue in the sky, and we're gonna be entering the cave section. So we have to use our wand to navigate through the cave. Fortunately, this game, I bugged out the jump there. Supposed to jump here, go over these rocks, over here. And normally you would go over there and go around, but I actually found this skip where if you do this and jump, and hopefully you make it far enough, and you hit last checkpoint as soon as you hit the ground, you're all the way over here already. So this is Clay Game. I believe this has 5 runners total on speedrun.com. I am the world record holder. I actually recently got a 1053 for any percent, but it has not been verified yet. And right after this cave, I'm gonna do a little trick where we jump and
You
pause.
took forever. But at
And the
least
reason
you're
I do
alive.
this
Your
is
sister is
we're gonna be
freaking out
using
and
this
wants
last
to talk
checkpoint
to you.
option,
Hurry up
but
and
we can't
follow
use it
me.
right now until our character actually passes a trigger that allows us to not be right at the exit of the cave. So as soon as he passes the tree, we hit last checkpoint, and we're gonna skip over a minute of dialogue right here. So that is a very good skip. Saves like well over a minute. But the only problem is during that cutscene, we're supposed to get another wand, and as you can tell, we only have the shrink and grow wand. So we're actually gonna have to talk to this guy, and now we have the color wand. And now we're gonna be introduced to the main part of this game, the puzzle aspect. As you can tell, there's a rook and a pawn. The pawns move according to the color of the rook. So opposites attract, and then similars repel. So for orange, you're gonna want red, orange, and yellow. for it to go away, and then green, blue, and purple for it to go together. And this is just a puzzle game, all overall. Very good puzzle game. Okay, grab that. Grab that. Normally we're supposed to do both of those little mini games. We're also gonna do the jump last checkpoint here as well, to skip this little dialogue, even though this one only saves a couple seconds. So there's yellow, blue, and green. Yellow's the only one that works there. The puzzles are the same every single time, so I'm gonna remember what to do and what where. So this one's gonna be both green and purple. It doesn't matter which way you go, because it's a blue piece and you need them to go away. The red and yellow would cause issues. Now we have to wait for this cycle. You actually can make this cycle from the pumpkin after you restart if you go fast enough. Pretty hard though. Okay, here's the next puzzle. We have to get for both of them to separate, that being green, onto this platform. And if you see on the top right, I can press tab to switch wands, but unfortunately, spoiler alert, that has no purpose. We no longer use the shrink and grow wand. For whatever reason, the game has just completely forgotten about that. Here's a really cool skip. So this green goo is supposed to kill you. Nope. And also a cutscene's supposed to play if you go the opposite way. But if you go that way, it skips the cutscene and you do that thing where you land onto the rook and then you jump at the very edge so you don't hit your head on the green thing. Okay, this is like the first hard puzzle with a lot of things, and you have to get everything right. So it's orange, green, purple, and then red on the end. The blue and yellow ones separate from that. They separate from that, and then they attract to the red. And that's the puzzle. Now, in difference to any percent in all puzzles, it sounds pretty obvious in the title.
I think I see your
In
sister
80%, we're
is
gonna
up
be
there.
skipping some
She's moving
puzzles.
fast to get away
We
from
just did
whatever's
that.
after
Actually,
her.
skip a puzzle with that green goo room. We're supposed to
Hey,
color the rook
you're
that we
doing great.
stand on, and
That
then the pawn
assassin is
moves
getting
across,
close.
so you can
I
walk
know you want to
across.
get back to your life of leisure,
But
I
we're gonna
really
be
need your
skipping
help with
quite a
this
few
whole
more
murder
puzzles.
thing. I swear, we'll party hard once this is all over.
I like parties.
Yeah, that's
Another
not
cutscene
really
right
my
here.
main point here. I'm trying not to get murdered, bro. Oh shit, there he is.
Oh no, they're after her.
Oh fuck, help me.
So,
What the fuck is going on at this tower? We need to hurry through the rest of this locked puzzle to get to your sister.
okay, moving on. Can I make this? Yes, I can. This puzzle is actually really easy for a speedrun to remember. It's just left to right, starting with this. Going clockwise, so. Boom, boom, boom. Green's there. Purple here. This is supposed to take a while and you have to think through it to realize how to make these pawns go through, but like I said, every single time it's the same way. But we're going to be coming up to a really funny skip. So as soon as we go up here, there's going to be a puzzle on this floor. But if you notice, if I just do last checkpoint, it just completes the puzzle and lets me go on to the next part. It makes absolutely no sense. Okay, purple. Oh. Green. And sometimes they don't connect if you go left and right. There also is a bug that you can hit like... Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, I barely made that. You can't jump there because the green goo will kill you on the ceiling. We missed that cycle, unfortunately. But we're about to skip so many puzzles right now. Coming up. Whee. So typically we do this puzzle right here. But if you stand on the right side here, put your mouse here, hold it up and right, you can jump up here and do this puzzle, which this puzzle is supposed to unlock that room, and that room is supposed to unlock that room. And now we can move on to the next part. And this next part has a really cool jump. If you jump at the end, you can land up here. If you do a little lineup here, and then the bottom left here, you can make it across here. It's a lot more precise than you think there. It's super easy to fall off. But it completely skips the bottom puzzle right there. And now we're moving on to here. Red. Very fast-paced game to explain while you're doing it. But I've already skipped like 4 puzzles in this game. And all these skips have been found by me. I really just completely pushed the speedrun of this game. I was not the first to run this game. The first was, I believe, Potato Wizard. And then Arrowfall got the world record once. And Potato Wizard got back. Me and Potato Wizard went back for a couple days, and I absolutely just skyrocketed off. Can I make this? Very nice. Okay, we're on to... We're going to get an achievement. 3 puzzles left. We only have 3 more puzzles left. Look at that. And we're going to be skipping one of them, let me tell you. Okay. Purple is that one. Orange is that one. Just trying to remember what these are. Boom. Boom. Actually, if the cycle wasn't right there at the end, there's a possibility from the original pumpkin house we entered. Oh, I got it wrong. What did I do wrong? Oh, I did these 2 wrong. I know that now. Okay, we're good. So that was actually the first puzzle I failed. I just kind of forgot about this one. I was more concerned about that over there. That I wasn't focusing on that. Okay, it unlocks this door. 2 more puzzles left. And we're not doing the next one. So typically you're supposed to put the 6 colors on these rooks so they all line up, and you have to press these switches in a certain order. But all we have to do is get red on the very end one. Click the switch. Even though there's green goo on the ceiling, for some reason there's not green goo right here. So we're able to jump over here and then jump to the end. This saves quite a lot of time. It's a really hard jump to do, actually. Although last place does it on the leaderboards, which is funny. My lineup, I like just like going right here, and then I don't know what the timing is. Just jump. Jump! Oh, I missed, so we're gonna go for it again. Unlucky. It is a very precise jump. I forget my lineup. Extremely hard though. So we go again. Like I said, there's 5 runners on the board. This is a free game on Steam, if anyone is interested in running it. Very easy to learn as all the puzzles are the same. You can just have notes. Okay. Now. This looks a lot better. Yeah, look at that. That was like one of the last skips I found. I really found all the skips within a week. Also, I made that jump. That jump's really cool. There's also a chance that this color just absolutely And that is exactly what I was talking about. For some reason, for whatever reason, this color can just completely vanish into nothing. There you go. Any frame drops? That's interesting. Okay, this is the last challenge. We are riding on a blue pond. So we need blue, yellow, and purple things to make it go away. So yellow is bad. We need it to go away. We need to go away from this to push it down. And we need a blue to push it away. And right around this corner, you do the final jump. And then this is the final puzzle. But the actual trigger is like right here. So if we activate this, the button will go up. And if we get a jump at the right time, we are going to be able to jump. And there you go. I triggered the final cutscene. So that is the final time of a 13:36. You're supposed to do the puzzle and then the platform slowly goes up. But you actually can just do that jump. And this cutscene is really funny when you're all the way at the bottom. Because you're supposed to be up here.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
What the hell is this?
GG.
Weren't you about to be murdered?
Yeah, so.
Oh, sorry.
Exaggerated or made up?
Okay, made up. But I had to motivate you to get you here somehow. Remember how last year when I invited you to a big birthday party at my place, you said, and I quote, "Fuck all that work, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna sit on my ass drinking and smoking all day."
Yeah, and that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, we did, buddy. It was glorious.
Well, that's why I had to give you some incentive to get off your ass. It's worth it though. I made you a cake and everything.
Okay, but why do you have to make it so hard? I had to do so many stupid puzzles, my brain hurts. I don't think it'll ever work right again.
Yeah, I'm not sure it ever did. But what do you mean you had to solve the puzzles? I told the Troblins to leave them all unlocked for you.
The plan worked. We did it. Get back, you stupid treelings.
What plan?
The plan to ruin your day. We didn't unlock the puzzles at all. In your face.
I'm not sure that's so much of a plan as it is incompetence at your jobs. Wait, so you actually solved all my puzzle locks, bro? Are you actually a secret genius like me, after all?
Huh? I wasn't really listening. I was looking at the cake. So, are we eating or what's happening?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh, wait, what's that cultist doing here? Is he still trying to murder you? And we don't have to share the cake with him, right? Also, why is he so tiny?
I'm not tiny where it counts, bitch.
Oh, that's my lab assistant. He just helped me out by glaring at you while I cast some spells. Honestly, I can't believe you actually bought any of this story. Like I'd be a helpless princess stuck in a castle waiting for you to rescue me. You know I'm like 10 times smarter than you, right? You're still just thinking about cake, aren't you? Fine, let's party!
And yeah, beautiful song to end off the game with. Fresh Clay, I beat the game without dying. Let's go. A deathless run, even though we did a restart checkpoint. But once again, that was Clay Game. I'm Crazy Tone Dog, and I'll be up next once again playing some Eternal Cave Escape. So stay tuned for that. And enjoy the rest of this music. Okay, hello. I am Crazy Tone Dog, and I will be running Eternal Cave Escape any percent. So, the timer starts. I'm gonna quit to arcade, and the timer starts as... Actually, there's a 3-second delay from when I press start, so I'll just add that real fast. It's completely fine. That's how the timing is. Okay, so when I click start, it will be 3 seconds, and then that's as soon as I move, that is when the timer starts. So here we go. So hold this. As soon as I start, 3, 2, 1, start. Nope, there's a yes. 3, 2, 1, start. Boom. So welcome to Eternal Cave Escape. I am Crazy Tone Dog once again, and I'll be doing the Ender percent run, which is just the basic map. And what this game is, it is a free Steam game with about 10 players on the speedrun.com leaderboard. It's falling down there is fine, you go over here. So we are a miner in a cave, and we have to escape this cave. If you notice, I am jumping in the air, and I am doing a dash. These are the only controls in the game. Left, right, jump, and the dash with your pickaxe. Very simple game, but if you notice, as we go higher, there is a bunch of pits, and we can fall down and go back to the beginning where we started. And that's how this game is going to be throughout the entire thing. So it's very similar to getting over, as if you fall over, you will go down. This is a nice spot to fall over since there's a ledge right there. It's kind of like getting over and Celeste combined into one game. Like the concepts at least, of course, not the actual games themselves. And this is the first section. It's called Rock Bottom, and we're literally about to exit it as soon as we go up here. You can do a skip right there. And we're already on to Thorned Passage. The fastest way to move in this game is low jumps to the ground and dashing. So if you just spam at the ground and dash, the lower to the ground you are, the faster you are to go fast again. This is a really hard jump to do. I don't know why it's in the second part of the stage. It is really nice that if you fall, you just have to climb this again. But this is extremely difficult to pull off until like you get good at the timing. Jump around those spikes. If you hit a spike, you lose absolutely control. You can't do anything. Okay, I missed the skip. I tried going for a skip where you don't stand on the leaf. I'll show you what you're supposed to do there. Unfortunately, you have to go back here. The falls, as of right now, have not been punishing at all, but the further you go up, they can be a lot more punishing. Nice, you got that jump. Jump around the spike. Game you have to be focused on, so you're supposed to just fall off this leaf and attach to the wall, but you actually don't have to do that. It's faster to go around the leaf. Jump around. And this is that reddish brown color. When you attach to that wall, you're going to be slowly falling down. Basically what this level introduces is a little bit of that, but mostly the spikes. The spikes that hit you off. And these leaves, of course. Each level is going to have a theme of its own, and there is 8 total levels in this. This is the second one out of 8. These 2 jumps are really hard. And actually, you don't have to attach to that. You can jump up there. It's really... It's pretty precise of a jump, but I feel like it's better than actually doing what you're intended to do. To attach to the wall underneath it and then drive around it. Anyways, we're moving on to the underground lab. As you can see, there's red lasers. If we hit that, it bounces us off and makes us fall. Can we go? That could have been really bad. We would have fell down back to the other section if we got hit by that laser. This game takes a lot of focus, and the world record is extremely optimized. This entire course can be in under 9 minutes. I am personally 3rd place in this game, and how I found this game was I was looking on free Steam games that came out recently during the time it came out. Found this game, did a run of it, I got a 4-hour time, submitted it to speedrun.com, and I actually got quite a lot of traction, like the first month. Like, we got like 7 runners within the first month, but It's been like 3 months since the run. It's died down. Okay, this is a tricky part. You have to jump in between the lasers as they switch. Very difficult. Don't want to fall down to a previous section. And then this is just a silly jump to jump over the teleporter. So that is a teleporter, as you saw from earlier. If I were to hit the top of that, I would fall down to the other section. But just like that, we're up underground cave. This game is really fast paced. And believe it or not, there is an expert map of this, and it's actually faster to do. It's obviously very much harder to do. I've never completed the map myself. But the world record is 6 minutes on the expert map. 6 minutes something. Like about 2 minutes faster than this map. So welcome to Drafty. What is this place even called? I forgot. But it introduces that blue spike ball that launches you, and the wind patterns, of course, as you're seeing. This one, the wind just pushes you forward. It's pretty cool. This like blue lightning ball that pushes you forward. You have no control once you get hit by it. Oh, there you go. Very nice, very nice. You don't have to make that. There's a platform right here. It's kind of troll. Definitely if you're doing your first playthrough, you're gonna be like, how do you make that jump? Well, you don't. You land on the platform below. Okay. That wind brings you up. Attach to this wall. Very precise movement in this game to get a really fast time. But just like that, we're out. This one is a really cool course, and it can be very tricky on the mind. This is called Reverse Temple. If you can guess it, we are going to be reversing. But how are we going to be reversing? Like this. Now everything is inverted. All my controls are inverted. And now I am back that the colors aren't inverted. So if I hold left, it goes right. If I hold right, it goes left. Okay, we're hitting the mirror again. So holding right, left, holding right again. Very tricky on the mind when you first do this. But of course, with practice, you're going to get a lot better at it. Very fast-paced game. I think I've said that about 4 times, because it really is. It's all about getting to the next screen as fast as possible. Optimal dashes, not falling down. Nice. That's a really hard jump to do. Okay, hit the mirror at the start of the screen. Boom, boom, boom. Very cool concept on this level. Oh, that was a risky. I could have fell off the edge. Nice. Jump over that. You don't want to get launched off. Go back to normal. And on to the next level, just like that. We're traveling through space-time. We're in inner space. The gravity is extremely low, and we go extremely high up into the sky. It says to go right there, but there's actually a skip here, if I can get it. Pretty precise hook, if you can attach to this. It's pretty difficult, but it saves well over like 30 seconds, 20 seconds or something. Okay, you're gonna want to fall down here to get more height up. Attach to the blue wall. Oh no, I bumped. It's fine. That was extremely, not a fall. Far fall. Come on, nice. Okay, you want to jump down here. It's very hard to make that jump from where you start from. I don't even know if it's possible or not. Should be possible. But as we travel up, this is actually a really fun and relaxing level. Even though you're like that, if you want to go fast in this level, you want to do riskier dives so you land on the platforms faster. So you can go against the ground. And this... Oh, okay. Wait, what? Where am I? I got lost there. Okay, we're back here. And this is what I'm talking about. Punishing falls. It's okay, this is the very end anyways. As long as we don't fall more. So this is like the aspect of getting over. If you fall over, you have to do all these sections again. Very rage-inducing. Okay, we're back here. We have to redo this entire level. It's completely fine. This is a really fast level anyways. I just got confused for some reason. I pressed the dash too early first off. I forgot to skip. I never forget to skip. It is really hard to attach to this though. There you go. Boom. This is a really relaxing level. I like the music too. The music in this game is absolutely amazing. for a very unknown game like this. This random free Steam game. Okay, so what I was supposed to do here is jump off the edge and dive. Then you climb up this wall. If I would have just done that, I'm out already. Okay, this is the second to last stage. It's called Crystal Caverns. It introduces this blue platform with the sparkles on it. It makes you jump high. It introduces this light blue wall thing that makes you jump high after you attach your pickaxe to it. Jumping high off that, attaching your pickaxe, jumping high after that. Very cool level. And it introduces wind circles compared to like the wind lines. So these are actually really difficult to deal with when you're first doing the game because you have to know where to dash into it. Okay, I dashed too early there. And we're back here at the very start. As you can see, you have to dash in the certain parts of those winds if you want to get carried into the right direction. It's very easy to mess up like I just did. But like I said, this is literally the second to last level. The last level is by far the most difficult. As most games, the last level is going to be difficult. I want to hit the bottom of that wind. Hit the bottom of this wind. I didn't hit the bottom. Timing it is really difficult. So we're back here again. This level is pretty easy to mess up on if you don't have the timing of the winds correctly. My personal best on this game is a 1038, so I'm already done with the game in my PB about 15 seconds ago. It's a really fun game to learn. Once again, it's free on Steam. Even just if you don't want to do a speedrun of it, just playing it and figuring out how to do stuff, I highly recommend this game. Hidden Gem. There's a lot of hidden gems in this marathon. Really cool games has been displayed already. It's not even over yet. Okay, you don't have to do that, you can go under here. Okay, we're gonna mix the jump and the wind turn. You wanna go to the left there so you get more height. Okay, the last couple rooms. Oh, I missed that. Maybe... Okay, you can do that. As you can tell, when there's like things you have to dash into that are like not that big, it's very difficult because you have to time it so you don't bonk your head on the top or bottom. Okay, that was the last jump. And there's a teleporter. We're at the final level. Hashtag @ start bracket $! What a beautiful level. So there's a leaf there, there's a laser, there's this jumping thing, there's spikes. This final level is just a mesh of everything you have learned. There's a wind, there's a teleporter again, more spikes. Really dash really fast here. These things. There is no reverse mirrors though, but there's those things. A teleporter to a laser underneath a leaf. It's just everything combined that you learn. Really cool level. Really, really difficult too. This first part has been hard, but the second part that's coming up right now, very easy to mess up, very easy to lose so much time. Many runs die to this level. Very difficult. And not to mention, there's a save that saves like 10 seconds at the end that's really difficult. I can try showing it off. And that is one of the hardest jumps in the game, in my opinion. That is like literally my least favorite jump in the game, possibly. Another like window gap that you have to jump in between. Nice. This makes you fall, you have to go around the spike. Nice, did it. Now we have to do short jumps so we don't hit the laser and fall down. Okay, now we have to wait for the timing to go through this. This should be good. Oh, that was close. Okay, this blue ball again. It's actually possible to go up here and go around this way. I don't normally do that though. I normally attach to this and then muscle memory. Okay, here's the skip that I'm talking about. Can I get it? I almost got it! The world record does not do this. World record is really optimized, but it does not do this skip compared to going around. Oh, I fell. Okay. But if you can hit that red arrow thing, and make it to the end. I'll show you what escapes. I won't do it because it's actually pretty difficult to get. I got it multiple times in practice. I've never gotten it into a run, as it's very difficult to pull off, as you just saw. Whee! Oh no! Oh no! As you can tell, like, these jumps are no joke. But we're back here again. We should get back to the top soon. This last level is incredibly difficult, as less levels are. You actually can go around that leaf too to save time. Up here. Up here. This thing. Jump around the spikes. And I did not jump around the spikes. Yeah, I struggle on this level a lot. Most players do. I think in my first playthrough, it took me about... In my first run I submitted, like for my first playthrough to get on speedrun.com, it literally took me like... I got to this final stage like an hour and a half in, and my run was like 4 hours. This literally took me 3.5 hours. This is not a joke. This is just silly difficult. Very difficult game. Nice, we made the gap. Now we just have to play it smart and safe. Nice. We're nearing the end again. The furthest we... Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. There you go. Okay, I'll show you what this skip right here saves. So you're supposed to go over here with it. Go over here. I'm up here. We're at the very top of the roof. As you can tell, we're nearing the end. Go. I'm up here. Back up here. And then that's how much it saves. All of that. Nice. Okay, this is the final room. Can we make the jump? And then make the jump across. And time. 16:33. That is what we're talking about. And this game is very beautiful when it has an in-game timer. That really does help with the run. So the final time being 16:33.53. We win. Very good game. It's like Jump King. Yeah, this game is exactly like Jump King, Celeste, Getting Over It, all those combined. But that was Eternal Cave Escape any percent. Very beautiful game. Final time, like being in game, is also really good because it prevents splice runs and stuff like that. So it's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I was Crazy Tone Dog, and that was my last run of Obscur-a-thon. If you want to check me out, my Twitch is Crazy Tone Dog, and I will be done here for today. Thank you for having me, and make sure to check out the rest of the runs going on right after mine. See you around, Obscur-a-thon. See you around.